Yeah, so from the start, he was born at 33 weeks. He was very, very poorly. He was taken away from his mother straight away, and Mum was screaming at the time because I just wanted to see a newborn baby. Well, unfortunately, Tyler was very, very, very poorly. On several times, we was told to expect the worst time and time again. He came down with jaundice to begin with, and it was breathing problems. He couldn't eat. It was one thing after another, infection after another. He wasn't as strong as we are. He took every infection quite badly. With his lung condition, he was diagnosed with lung disease, and time again, especially with common colds, viral infections, it really took an effect on Tyler. First 2 years of his life, he was in and out of hospital. We class it as our second home. We was in there week after week. And I feel for some children out there, they're in the same scenario. It takes a toll on families, lives, work commitments, taking kids to schools, even down to feeding your own children whilst your infants at school or your infants at hospital. It's hard. He was quite ill at home. He came down with an illness on the Sunday, and his health deteriorated massively. It come Wednesday, Thursday, and we was getting quite anxious at the way he was. He was still off his toes, still lying on the sofa. So we thought, okay, we'll give it till Friday, see how he is, then we'll speak to the GP. Friday came, he was still deteriorating rapidly. He'd lost a lot of weight. He wouldn't get off the sofa. He was really deprived of oxygen levels. He was starting to become malnourished. He wasn't eating at all. So yeah, he was deteriorating. So I made the decision of he needed to see a GP as a matter of urgency. So we rushed him into the GP, and the GP actually made the call to the ambulance service. From there on, he was rushed into paediatrics at Russell Hospital, and from then they could see his health deteriorating massively. He had a huge infection. They did the appropriate things like x-rays, tests, etc, just to determine what was actually going wrong, and it turned out he had a massive infection, and the doctors monitored it over a course of 4 days whilst he was in hospital. And from there they gave him antibiotics, overseeing him, seeing how he was, his SATs, etc. And Tyler was making a turn at that point. He started becoming a lot better, but Tyler was getting agitated and he didn't want to spend the time in hospital. This is Tyler for who he is. He just wants to be at home with his family, as we all do. And then the ward nurse offered us the advantage of taking a home kit home, which was called the Virtual Ward. Now this Virtual Ward was completely new to us, and we took full advantage of it. The nurse explained everything down to us, how to use it, how to communicate with the hospital at the time with it, that it was constantly being overseen by nurses at the hospital while we was at home. So we thought, yeah, we'll take advantage of this because we're having work commitments, we have children at home. It would be beneficial for families, including myself and other people. So what we did, we took it home. We was monitoring Tyler throughout the day with it. The hospital gave us a call. The hospital received all of his results within seconds. It was absolutely fantastic. Once they received it, we had a phone call to ask, is he doing well, how's he feeling? And yeah, it just escalated from there. It was a fantastic piece of equipment, and I'll massively recommend it to any family out there. So the virtual ward would definitely benefit other families, for the simple reason is I run businesses myself. I've got family commitments, my kids go to school. So if your child was ill at home and you was under the ward nurses, it's a brilliant piece of kit because you can bring it home. They can monitor your child at home. They can see every result from home, which is beneficial to us, including the hospital. It saves resources with beds. It saves us the time to sort out arrangements at home, sort out arrangements for businesses, work commitments, etc. Travelling to and back and forward, wasting services that are not really needed that other people can benefit from in a more serious condition. The virtual ward is massively beneficial because you can do all of this at home in the comfort of your own home, still plan your family life, still take your kids to school, still go to work if needed, even down to the point where your family, it's so easy to use, even they can use it, even your friends can use it. It's so straightforward and the best piece of technology I've seen the NHS have put out there to monitor you at home.